Good morning, everybody. I'm John, and welcome back to my channel, Musings of a Marine. It's been a while since I've done a video because since our trip back last July to Iloilo, I said what I had to say about it in a few videos, and not much has happened since then. However, I did want to do a video today that is going to be kind of a recap of how 2023 went and how 2024 is going so far and how it relates to Iloilo in the Philippines. And so I'm going to mention Mount Pinatubo in the title of this video, and it's not because I'm hoping some people will watch the video because I mentioned that volcano, but it's kind of climbing up and down that mountain was probably a good description about how 2023 went for me. At the beginning of the year was kind of like you're getting ready to climb up that volcano thing, the excitement there, things are going pretty good. But then you start the descent or the ascent of the mountain, and you start getting a little worried. And you feel a sense of sadness because you realize just how many people were harmed when that volcano erupted in 1991. And so goes the beginning of 2023 for me. I came back to work after my second hip replacement. Sales were going pretty good, and then they tapered off again. And the next thing you know, I'm getting written up for not selling enough cars, and that happened twice. And on top of that, I correlate the sadness part of climbing up Mount Pinatubo with the fact that on April 12th, my dad died. So it wasn't, the greatest beginning of the year, to say the least. But my sales continued to get better, and just as you climb up a mountain, you are getting, feeling better as you get closer to the top. And, but there's a sense of worry too, that of course, I can't even imagine what climbing a mountain is like and how scary it could be. And the fear for me was that we're going to go to Iloilo now in July, and I got to tell my bosses, and hopefully they don't fire me because of doing that. Then we finally got to go to Iloilo, and for me, that was like making it to the top of the mountain there at Mount Pinatubo. You get to see the park, you get to look at the lake that was created, and as a result of the eruption in 91. So it's that correlation there. You're excited as heck, you made it to the mountaintop, and now you're happy. And that's, of course, how I felt when I was in Iloilo in July and August of last year. And then when I got back to the dealership and got back to work for the next month and a half, I was selling vehicles like crazy. So that's kind of like you're hanging out in the park of Pinatubo and you're enjoying the excitement and the good feeling that you finally made it. But unfortunately, you can't live on top of a volcano, so eventually you have to come back down. And that is exactly what happened. My sales tapered right back off. It was business as usual again at the dealership, and the struggle just continued. And quite frankly, I got tired of it. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So when we were off for the holidays, for New Year's, I did a lot of soul searching. And one day, sitting there bored out of my mind with nothing to do, I finally realized I have to really consider and take seriously getting another job. And so I correlate 2023 to climbing a mountain. You had a very low part, then you had the high of highs, and then now you're back to the low part again because you've descended down the mountain. And I thought to myself, I don't want 24 to be like that. 2024, could we just flatten the road instead of it being me climbing this big old mountain and then having to go back down it? Could it just be a flat land like Iloilo where there isn't any hills or anything? How about we try that? And 2024 started out well. My favorite football team in college, the University of Michigan, Miriam Defensor Santiago, one of her alma maters, by the way, they won the national championship in American football for college. And then our professional team, the Detroit Lions, lo and behold, have won 2 playoff games already this year. They've never won 2 playoff games in a season since 1957. So the year was starting off good there. And I bring Jollibee into the equation too, because I found out a few years back that there was talk of a Jollibee going up here in Michigan. And I thought, well, how cool would that be? And then I found out, no, they're not going to build it. And then I found out last year they are going to build it. So it was supposed to open up on Halloween last year. But it actually opened up this month, January of 2024. So that's why I'm adding Jollibee into the equation as well. You know, when you leave the Philippines, there's always something that wants to make you feel connected to that country. And what could make you feel more connected to the Philippines than Jollibee, right? So that was one of the positive things that has happened this year so far. Diana and I have already gone there. Surprisingly, I had never had the Chicken Joy all the times we'd gone to the restaurant in Iloilo and in Manila. Perhaps we might have gone there once. I don't remember. I know we did in Bohol, but it was never something that I intentionally ordered. And now this time we did, and I didn't really like it all that much, but I thought it's very good chicken. I didn't know whether the food here in Michigan tastes the same as it does over there. My brother Ken asked me that, and I said, I don't know. I always ordered the Yum Burger over there, and we didn't order it this time. I wanted to try something different. We got the burger steak. Didn't get the Jolly Spaghetti, but maybe next time we go there. It's not close to our house, so we're not going to go there very often. But that was another nice development. And also another good thing happened. Of course, one of the biggest things was the reason that we wanted to go to Iloilo was to get our condo fully furnished so we could rent it out to somebody. And finally, we actually did have a long-term renter in there. At least she's going to be there for a month or so anyways. The Dadagyang Festival is going to be starting soon in Iloilo. Perhaps she wants to stay there for that. So we had a nice old lady there. And it was funny, one of the things that we didn't buy for the condo, but we needed to, and Baba went out and got it, was a rice cooker. And I thought, you know what, that makes perfect sense, because why would you not have a rice cooker, if you're going to rent out at your condo in the Philippines? I mean, everybody there eats rice, so we have that taken care of. They also wanted us to install a bidet in the toilet, which has not happened yet, and I don't understand that one iota. I've never had one in my entire life. I don't know why, if we rent our condo, we got to have one there too, but apparently that's what the condo association wants, and we'll see what happens there. But I'm certainly not in any hurry to do anything with that. So these are why I use these words, Mount Pinatubo and Jollibee in the title for this video. It's because of how they correlate, to my life and my time last year, and of course the Philippines, and I always want to stay connected there. So, but here's another thing. Baba had lost his job last year when the supermarket he worked for closed up. Now he has a job again. a new job working for a cement company closer to home, not the crazy hours that he had to work at the supermarket. And now, for me personally, guess what? Friday, I resigned my job as a salesperson at the auto dealership, the Ford dealership I worked at for 8.5 years. Just got tired of the monotony, the worry about selling cars, the direction the auto industry is going with this ridiculous electric vehicle nonsense that this country is not prepared for. And it's an absolute joke that people think it's going to have some significant effect on the environment. It won't. But I'm not going to get into the politics. I just want to say that I'm happy that I resigned. I'm happy that I've got a new venture that I'm going to be starting tomorrow, and that's working at Mannheim Auto Auction. It's a little bit further drive to work, but it's a lot less hours. I'll still have the weekends off. The benefits are good because I'll belong to the United Auto Workers Union, and I am very much looking forward to that. So, new year, new Jollibee, new job, and so far everything in 2024 has been looking up, and we have indeed been going down a road that is much smoother than climbing up a mountain like Mount Pinatubo. So, wanted to share that with everybody. It's very personal to me, but for everybody who watches my video, who follows me, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy me sharing some of my personal life, because it really, really all revolves around the Philippines in some capacity anyways. And, this is going to be hopefully a very good fit for me when I want to retire in 1.5 years. I may very well be able to switch to a part-time role at that same company, and that would be a very easy transition, until I can hit 65 and get Medicare. But nonetheless, thanks for tuning in. Semper Fi, God bless, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care now.